Is this camera worth it? This is something that we're gonna try to figure out in this video. Just Dushan here. Welcome to yet another video. So today, as you guys can see, we are talking about the Sigma BF camera, the first of its line of Sigma cameras. Now, a couple of things I wanna get out of the way. Sigma did send me this camera for 2 weeks for a review, but they have nothing on my words and what I want to say about it, so this is a completely biased review. As you guys can see, the Sigma is crafted from a single block of aluminum, so it's super unique. It's very minimalistic, some say like Apple made it, and it doesn't have a lot of buttons, so whoever's used to the Sonys, the Nikon, the Canons, this is completely different. Let's talk about capability. 24 megapixels. Now, for a first camera, for a photo-friendly beginner's camera, I personally don't know why they didn't go higher. 33, maybe a minimum. Anyways, let's go to the streets. Is there like a little dot on my face? Okay, as long as I'm in focus, that's it. So as you guys see, we're on the streets of New York doing the review of the new Sigma BF camera. And my wifey behind the camera is gonna document it. Great. Camera. Shit. Okay, so another thing that I'm noticing, this camera is definitely not for like fast shooters because of the menu that it's very hidden and intricate. You have to really be precise of what you want to shoot and what kind of setting, find the frame and then snap a photo. So you can't be doing like you're used to doing with million dials, like you have a Sony or a Nikon or a Canon, because this camera does not have any. You have to take your time, find the frame, find the settings, see what works for you and then snap. Gotta do some slow shutter action. Yep. Got him. So why don't you pretend that you're shooting and I'm gonna do some B-rolls?
So it's super sleek. I like the way it looks a lot. The color is nice. It has a nice weight to it. I like this kind of edge here to place the thumb. It looks pretty simple, but powerful at the same time, so.
Okay, let's explain the functionality and the menu. So there's only a couple of buttons here. They have this thumb grip right here, which is pretty cool. As far as the menu, where you see number 1, that is pretty much where you do the functionality of do you want to shoot video, do you want to shoot photo, do you want to do single capture, continuous, exposing bracketing and stuff like that. As far as the shooting of the photos, so you have 3 options, just like any other camera. So you have JPEG, you have RAW, and you have RAW and JPEG. Maximum you can shoot, as I say, it's 24 megapixels. This part is pretty much my favorite, I would say. And that is called cropping, aka framing. Now, one thing to mention, if you're using any of the cropping thing, it will crop the megapixels too. So if you're shooting, and also all the cropping only works on JPEG. It does not apply to RAW photos. So kind of good there, you can always try it out. You have the autofocus, and on the bottom when it says rich, now here you have all the color tones. This is one thing that it was bothering me on the street. You have to pretty much select ISO or shutter to change it. You don't have a designated button. That is something that is gonna slow your workflow, but if you're fine with that, if you wanna take your time, find the shot, find the angle, go for it. I'm not even gonna talk about a video feature, it's there, but it's just not something that I would buy this camera for. Now, a couple of things that resembles Fujifilm, it does have a recipes, aka 13 built-in colors, and honestly, straight out of the camera, JPEG, the colors are really pretty. I've never shot with Leica, but I always say this reminds me of kind of like a Leica meets Fuji middle. So it's super sharp. You can't add any grain. You can add a little bit of contrast inside and stuff, but you can't do any grains. The colors are really good. Another good or bad thing, whatever you want to see it, it has 230 gigabytes internal memory. So that means there's no SD cards. The battery is super slick, and honestly, it lasted a pretty long time. I was shooting for maybe like about 2 hours and it went down to maybe like 70%. So you should be pretty good for a full day of shoot. Fixed LCD screen, which is another thing that I would like to see maybe from the second Mark II, because if you're shooting something on a high ground, and I think I covered this in a street view. First thing I'm noticing, there's a screen, so the screen doesn't articulate, it doesn't go out, it doesn't do anything. So if you're shooting like objects that are higher, that is completely fine. But if you want to shoot something super low, you really can't see really well. So that's like one minus that I'm finding as of now on this camera. Now, as far as the price is pretty reasonable, I want to say, for the design. It's $2,200. It might go up, it might go down. We don't know about the tariffs and everything. Plus tax. And I have here 35mm lens 2.0, which is my favorite lens from the whole series. And I think the lens itself is around $600, $700. So technically for $2,800, you can have yourself a camera. This is for somebody who appreciates the style more than functionality. Even though the functionality is there, the style is what's gonna sell this camera. If you get the black one, honestly, it really does look like Leica. If you get the silver one, kind of looks like iPhone 27. If you have small hands, this is gonna be perfect for you. If you have larger hands, you might wanna get like an additional grip under. I personally wouldn't buy it, only because the electronic shutter, I'm gonna turn it on right now so you can hear it. You can't change it. So it's not something. I like real shutter sound. But if this is something that you like, then yeah, 100%. Go for it. So I would say always test it out before you actually buy it if possible, so you can maybe even rent it. That is just my opinion. I don't know. I hope this video didn't turn you off from buying it. If you really, really like it, go for it. Me personally, I wouldn't, but that's just me. I'm used to shooting Sony, I'm used to shooting professional, so this is definitely not for a professional shoot. Hope you guys like this review. Let me know how was it. Let me know if you have anything to add on it. What do you think about it? And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Well, because you can't crop in, you can't zoom. Wow, am I super close, babe?
I am here.